Hi everyone, welcome back to Napoleon Total War. Here we are with the British Republic, and things are going well. We're here in late August 1807, and we've stabilised the UK. We've captured most of France. We've got Marseille down here, which is still under French control. You can see a couple of French regions here going into Germany, Strasbourg, Stuttgart, and Torino, into Italy, I suppose. And we've also got Corsica as well. In the French support. We have been turning our attentions to Spain. We've been raiding the trade lanes and doing raids onto some of these towns, etc. for a number of turns now, and that's cost them quite a lot of money. They've got a huge army in Madrid, we know that, and we are looking to maybe send a strike force down through Pamplona or through Catalonia, capture those regions, or and then obviously try and take Madrid, and once we get Spain out of the picture we should be golden. We did have a little foray and a bit of a recon over here to the Balearic Islands to see if we could capture these territories from the Spanish, but as you can see they've got quite a large force defending Palma there, so we've got some ships just kind of blockading their port for the moment. And we also have a ship coming up here, which has got a small reconnaissance unit on there, who's going to see if what kind of resistance there is at Corsica. If there's nothing, then we might just seize it. If not, we might pop them into the port to hold the port to block that one off. If not, I might just come into the port of Toulon and capture that and hold that, and obviously they'll push it out, but that's okay. Just kind of cause some maximum disruption. The raids we've had from the Swiss army and a couple of the remnants of the French armies are now under repair, as you can see, so hopefully we'll get them producing and creating wealth very soon. We uncovered this Spanish spy, so I've got half a mind to bring my spy up and engage with him, but my spy is over here in Marseille. Maybe it's just a case of we'll send the troops in and distract Spain by trying to take some territory. Maybe that's a good way of doing it. I've read your comments. Thank you very much for all of those. And yep, there's people are saying sort of don't weaken the north of northern France is obviously where the money is. So send the troops down to the south and attack Spain, and maybe just give France a bit of a ignore them for the moment type thing. What do we got here? We've got Arthur Wellesley here, and he's got quite a reasonably sized army. Over here we've got Stowell, Michael Stowell. He's just coming back after clearing out a raiding force. Coming back to Paris. And the other army, we've obviously got part of it there, but it's down here in Toulouse. So we may bring those down, leave a force here, and march into Barcelona or Navarra, and see if we can capture one of those and bring the Spanish army out. Also calls to bring in a general down here. We haven't got the money at the moment. How much does a general cost? About 14. Oh wow, a good one costs 2,000. So 1,400 for an okay one. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe. It's a lot of money. We'll see how repairs and other things are required first. Okay, so the French have sent a fleet out. They've sent a 32-gun frigate out by the looks of it. We've got a 38-gun frigate, but it's not in the best of conditions. So let's sail away. We'll actually send. Oh, is that? Come on. Stretch your legs a bit. Okay, looks like we might have to fight this. Right then. To arms, it is. Here's our ship. It doesn't look too bad. As we've got a bit of distance, let's get some emergency repairs done. By the time they sail up, they've got the wind anyway, so They're coming towards us, so we're going to get some repairs done. Try and get this into a bit of a better condition. How many sailors we got on board? Oh, we got a full crew of 60. That's good. Only 19 of the 38 guns, though. Okay, the French ship is owning into view now. As you can see, we've nailed large bits of crooked wood against the hulls, and hopefully that will hold as best as it can. Bit of damage on this side, but let's get underway. Let's try and sail this side of them. There you go, bow chasers straight away. Right, that's helped out a little bit. It doesn't look pretty, but it has added a little bit of structural rigidity. Difficult to say. 32 guns, yikes. We're just got to make our shots count then. Return fire. If we get the angle right, will they bounce off? Oh, he's going for our sails. He's going to try and capture us. Okay. Well, let's try and get behind him and rake him. He's definitely trying to capture. Okay. Right, hold fire and get those. We're losing this fight a little bit. He's not going to let us get behind him. We're going to just dance the little dance. Going into the wind now. Turning through the wind, we should be okay in a second. Right, our port side is starting to show the signs of battle. Our newly repaired starboard side is going to have to now take the brunt. Right. Let's see if we can damage their sails and get out of here. They've got almost twice the number we have. Of sailors and troops, that is. Right, let's try and rake them. Oh, go on. We just stopped. Oh, you see, normally you would have carried a bit of momentum that you wouldn't just stop dead. So, that's kind of... Yeah, we're running away. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. So, defeat. But it seems like our ship has survived. No, it did not. It's gone. Okay. Swift and brutal retribution is required. Welcome to early September 1807. An agent has been recruited. Robert Wallace, a gentleman. Aquitaine. Where's that? Ooh. Brilliant. So we can send him up to Orleans to do some stuff. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, you can also challenge to a duel, which is interesting. Army sabotage. Target Lucien Bedo. Ah, here, okay. That would be the that Spanish spy we saw. Path blocked by Lucien Bedo, okay. And what else is this? Recruitment. Some Ireland, England, France. Troops of cavalry, foot, and a militia. Oh yeah, those militia were just there to kind of soften the blow. Right, okay, so these guys have been sabotaged and they can't move. Is that what that means? It does. Okay, right. You, good fellow, let's have a look at you. 3 research skill. Complete banker. Okay. I love that turn of phrase. Right, let's get him up here. And he can go and plot his thoughts and stuff into Orleans to get their research ticking over nicely. Now, we had the French fleets over here. And we will not have them. Oh yes, we also had this merchantman who's going to sail to the spices. What we can't have is the French raiding. So what have we got in this port here at the moment? Oh, this is Nelson. And over here we've got Cornwallis. William, go and put pay to these pesky French. And I'll bring Nelson out, and Nelson come and raid this trade lane. Don't think that port's doing much anyway. Right, so, Admiral came out. Francois Joseph Josephi. 32-gun frigate, and a merchantman has come out. Oh dear. Oh, these were going back for repair? I think they probably were, weren't they? But anyway, we'll see if we can just destroy this French fleet. Right, our ships are moving off. Actually, what I might do is put you two in a group, and then you two can go line astern. You head over there, and then you guys group you. I'm changing my mind all the time. Doesn't help. Right. And the smaller ships, you go that way. Oh, we're going to get in each other's way for the moment, but that's okay. And then we'll come over here and have a look at these guys. So you got the frigate coming out, which we've just seen in battle. Any scars from that battle? Doesn't appear to be. Do we not get any hits on target at all? Oh yeah, there's a bit of damage there. There we go, nice. And we've got a merchantman as well, so if we can capture that, that'd help out enormously. Okay, our little ships are getting in the way. Just get out of the way, guys. You're causing all sorts of mayhem. Do you know what? I'll do them individually because they got themselves into a pickle. You sail down there. And the Admiral. And the Admiral. Well, it's not the Admiral, is it? It's that one. Oh my god. Sail over there. Let's get out of the way for a moment, would you? Let the big boys do the work. Okay, obviously the frigate is going to be too fast for our ships of the line. What's this? This is a 4th rate. But that's okay. We can split the two ships apart and hit them with a volley from each side of the ship's broadside, which kind of works in our favour. There goes. That's a 1st rate bow chasers. That's the Victoria. And the Admiral's flagship we start to open up. And now the 1st rates. Whew. And already his hull is looking a little bit second hand. Another volley from a 1st rate, the Piggott. And next we've got the third-rate Shannon to deliver a fire. Think he's in a bit of trouble. He says he's losing slightly. I would say quite significantly. Although the damage doesn't look terrible. But if he wants to come back, then yeah, his merchant ship is gone. Switch to chain for the moment. Let's see if we can capture. Oh, she's going to sneak through the line. She's a blockade runner. Look at her. The only thing with the bow chasers, they can hit the ship in front when they're in the line. She's not ideal, I'll be honest. Not ideal. Merchant ship. Try and take out a mast. Ooh, the rigging's all over the place, but it survives. Ooh, oh no, I thought that was going under then. Keep sailing on. Yeah. That Frenchman's going to get in front of us. He dallied. Right, switch to ball. Try and hit that frigate in the stern. Raker, raker, raker. Yeah, not quite. Maybe I should have done a manual rake to try and get that on target, but never mind. Victoria, open up when you can. Whew. Oh, yeah, his hull's... Oh, he's got to be gone from that. Wavering with hull damage, right. The next ship should be able to finish her off. Here they come. Right, switch to chain. I think she's gone. They're not coming back from that, are they? Continue. The frigate's gone. The admiral's gone. Oh, hello. I didn't even see this one. Dodge. Nice maneuvering.
Their admiral has fallen, sir. Now we shall see their true colours. We rule the waves.
We rule the waves, apparently. So there you go. William Cornwallis was successful killing an enemy frigate. He vastly superior force, so there's no surprise there. And we did actually capture that merchantman, so that's nice. So we'll take that. It's damaged, but we'll stick it on a square. It'll bring some cash in. And we didn't have to spend the £600 or whatever it was to lay it down, so that's quite nice. Nelson's raiding the trade routes, as we know. William Cornwallis, fighting sailor, +1 to command at sea when attacking. And line expert, +2 to command when commanding ships of the line. Right. Here in Gibraltar, we've got 2 trade ships which have been fully repaired. Let's get them back out here onto the... Were they the ivory ones? No, where did they come from? Did they come from the spices? I think they might come from the spices. Tea there. That's making 500. What we got there? Tea. And that's making 500. Sorry, wrong one. Let's have a look at trade again. Tea is currently sitting at 25. Sugar's up to 36. Ivory is 40. So ivory and sugar. So, yeah, it used to be spices, but sugar. Obviously, the popularity of tea, I guess. I don't know. Where's sugar? Sugar there. We haven't Do we not have any of the sugars? Oh my goodness me, have we lost out on the sugar? Cotton. We're on the old trades, aren't we? Cotton and furs, tobacco, tobacco, furs. Damn, we don't have any sugar. That's Portuguese. We're kind of friendly with Portugal, aren't we? Yeah, we are. We can't just go and raid them. Ivory. That's Denmark. Damn. What's that one? Coffee. Coffee. Spices. Coffee. Oh, well, yeah, of course, spices. Sugar will be coming from the Caribbean, won't it? So. Oh, rubbish. Okay, well, I suppose we can just maximize on. Let's send them over here to Ivory. That's currently bringing in 4,880. 2 more ships coming to the fleet. How much will that go up by? 5,000, so almost 1,000. 900. Maybe we can move one ship over to T or the side. I don't know. We're doing okay anyway. There's also a Spanish army have rocked up with guns and some foot to have a look there. Now we could get a general here as requested. Okay, we've got attacking general, corporal in gold braid, +1 to command when leading. Can I have that? Read that again, please. +1 to leading infantry, +1 to morale in battles. George has got +1 to command, and Alexander has got +1 to command in land battles. So, George Townsend Walker. I had to move one of the units out of the town. There we go. He's now in command. He's only a 3-star general, but hopefully we can get him that up, and I'll bring this unit of troops into the port so they can hold that off. We've got this unit of light infantry there as well. Let them do their move, because obviously we are in the ascendancy there, so we'll let them come to us and then maybe swing round and try and attack them from behind. We can't move that army, annoyingly. The army here in Toulouse. The army... I am tempted to go for Marseille, but then there's Torino, but I'm going to get my spy out of here. What I maybe could do... what can you blow up? Administrative tax office? The cantonment? Or the building... What's that? Theatre? Let's get the tax office. Tax office is on fire, which is brilliant. Now, Sir Henry Hayes. Oh, you're blocked in.
Waiting further orders.
Come down to the port here. Maybe we'll ship him over here because he's kind of blocked in at the moment. You can't go. Either bridge has got an army garrisoned around it, so you'd have to come. Oh, bloody hell! All the way through here, and yeah, we'll get it. Send a ship up to relieve him and bring him into Barcelona, and we'll do a bit of recon before we send any troops that way. Meantime, let's check around France, northern France. We've got Stoll here, marching back into Paris for now. Good. Everything's looking good there. In Caen, Normandy, we could get a bigger magistrate. So the tax office will bring in 5% bonus to regional wealth, plus 1% repression to the region. Okay, yeah, that's quite a good. We'll spend most of our money to get that. Try and get the money out of the people. That's what all governments do, isn't it? Oh, I'm such a skeptic. We've got our ports covered, which is good. Cardiff looks okay. Let's have a look at our regions. How are they doing? So Wales is a little bit not unhappy, dejected, I would say, because of taxes, and so is Normandy. But the rest, and obviously we just put the new tax office in there, so that may improve. The rest of it is looking golden. France has finally warmed up to us, and it's all green, which is a relief for sure. Our ministers are doing okay, and our president, what a horrible turn of phrase, Ulysses is doing okay, and trade is looking okay as well. Good. Research-wise, Oxford is researching canning and bottling, which gives us, I think we need to get the benefit here, don't we? So I think, here we go, -5 upkeep for costs for Navy, which is good. And we've also got the national census underway at Orleans. And obviously got the gentleman heading up there now to try and boost the research points. Reduces administration costs, which should be good. +2 bonus to global tax rate, which would be nice. Abolition of slavery you can do, 15 turns. +1 for happiness of the lower classes. Clamour for reform. -2 to recruitment costs. Okay. What's that one? Trade unions. No, metric system, sorry. That must be trade, yeah. +10% to technology research rate. Why? Because we went metric. Oh, I don't know. Old Imperial seems to have served us well so far. We'll have to worry about that one later. Right, so things are going okay. How's the force in... It's not much of a force, is it? Let's get... I know, we'll just get another unit there. Just we've got some troops. They're not the best troops, but some troops there to... Oh, yes, our gentleman. I was thinking, what's he? Who's that? I thought he was a preacher for a minute, but he's not. No, he's our gentleman going to Orleans. Of course he is. Sorry, I just had a momentary blank. I thought, who the heck is that? But no, we're all good. Everything looks to be ticking along nicely. We'll go and see what's happening up in Corsica in a second as well. Oh, interesting. Spain. Oh, an opportunity to intercept. Do we want to intercept a Spanish merchantman with our British merchantman? They're exactly the same. No, probably not. Let's decline the attack. Okay. Agent recruited. David Ricardo, gentleman in France. Oh, and he's been recruited directly.
Sir.
Directly in Orleans itself. He's a banking genius as well. Okay. Oh, well, brilliant. All of a sudden, we got all these gentlemen just popping out of nowhere. And he's got a Spanish accent? Ricardo sounds Spanish anyway, doesn't he? I know he's an Australian racing driver, but... welcome, David. Trade route raided. Spanish there as well. Okay, they're trying to hit us. But we hit them. Barracks has been made in Pédioc, which is good, so we can get some troops. Oh, the Spanish are sending out all their ships, it would seem. Troops have been... Fencibles have been deployed out in London. 6-pounder in France, and Gibraltar has got another light dragoon unit. Yep, more. Oh, that's the ship we saw. That's okay, right. Spanish are raiding the trade lanes with merchant ships, oddly enough. Right. Nelson, this is a job for you. That's not Nelson. Nelson, this is a job for you, sunshine. Send him down here. Feels like it's going to be heavily naval based this episode, but there we go. I should imagine they'll run away. Oh, no, they won't. Okay, well, we'll attack. Right. Off the fleet goes. Heading towards this Frenchman. So, sorry, this Spaniard. Spaniard, I just get so used to attacking this French. He's a French... Sorry, oh my goodness me. A Spanish... Get France out of my head for 5 seconds. He's a Spanish merchantman. Fingers crossed they'll just go to pot when the ships start rolling into sight. So I'll probably... We could switch to chain, but... One broadside from the first rate and they'll probably surrender anyway, won't they? So, very brave sailing directly for them. I don't think I'd be quite so brazen. For some reason the Rose is slightly off kilter to the rest of the line, but I don't suppose it matters too much. Take a breath. This is going to hurt you a lot more than it's going to hurt me. I'm not that fussed about capturing them. You probably noticed that. I'm going to continue the battle because I want to make sure she's either finished or captured. Capture her. Give her a volley of grape. Right, get those ropes across. Fire down her flank, please. Don't fly on my ship. Okay. Heroic victory. There we go. So, hip hip hurrah, and we get ourselves a merchant ship. A bit damaged, but nice. What I might do with that merchant ship might be a bit cheeky. Let's sail that. What is that noise? I don't know what that noise was. Let's sail that merchant ship into the port to blockade it. Boom. There we go. Does that blockade it? Oh, 0 for Spain. So that seems to work nicely. And then we'll send... he's out of juice at the moment. We'll send him down there when he can. Good. We've got this merchantman. We'll stick on the coffee, and he'll start sending back 285. Nice. Right, let's send this ship up here. Let's have a look at what's going on at Corsica. Okay, there's quite a large force. Could be... It's not Napoleon, but it's a general there. Okay, interesting. Right, you sail over here. We'll pick up the spy next time. And we'll deploy him into Spain. Meanwhile... Oh, building level 57.
Looking and listening.
Okay, that didn't work. Just come over here for a second then. And then we'll move him in next time to be picked up. Right, what are the Spaniards doing? They're sitting there, and we've got some more horse. Pop that down there. Okay then, they're set in. Let's go and dig them out, should we? That should be more than enough. I'm going to come up here, so we're on level ground, and then did he go down the hill to attack? That was slightly annoying. I was trying to get... Oh, he's pushed him back. Again, we got that weird sound. So, we've pushed them out of our land and into their port of Cadiz, which is good. I'll bring him back for the moment. Bring him back into Gibraltar. Gibraltar's key. With the roads being built, I'm going to get some more troops created as well. So we're going to leave a reasonable force here when we march on to Madrid. We'll march up here, straight to Madrid, and see if we can capture it. And then we need a decent enough force to be able to hold off against potential Spanish attack there. Right, you can move now, which is good. So now I know what army sabotage does. It forces that army to be unable to move, which is something. Excuse me. Right. Let's move this army down here. And this can start to be the bit of the army which we're going to push into Spain. Okay. We need some more cannons. Can we get some more cannons here? No, where do we... I thought we built a barracks here. We did. Drill school will allow us to have... Oh, riflemen, if we get rifles. No, we need a cannon, whatever they're called. Let's get more cannons. Right, let's get some troops recruited. What we got in terms of army-wise? Cavalry's okay. We need some more foot troops for sure, and guns. A couple more of those recruited, and obviously we've got those come down with a gun, which is important. Not much we can do there. So, where is the nearest place we can create guns? It's Paris, okay. We could maybe march a couple of these guns south. I think that's what we'll do. Let's march these two guns. Well, there is no French there to begin with, so we'll march them this way. Hopefully they don't get ambushed along the way. It's always a possibility. We'll get our gentlemen into the town. Alright. Yeah, practicing. Robert Wallace, he sounds Scottish, doesn't he? But his accent is obviously he's practicing being a gentleman with all his various language skills and stuff. Right, so those guns are moving south, which is good. We can then create or recruit some more guns here. Paris, how are you doing for guns? You got 4. That's pretty good, actually. That's not... We could replace some of the... No, that's okay. That's a decent enough army for now. We don't have much money in the way of anything else. I could send him to go and clear that out, but that's quite leaving our home waters undefended. And we've got Holland here, who are not particularly friendly with us. Thankfully, Prussia's kind of taken Flanders and those regions, so we've got a little bit of a buffer between us and them. But the Dutch do like their boats, don't they? So, okay, the Spanish are trying to take our merchant ship. There's merchant ship versus merchant ship. Should we just try and... We'll do an auto-resolve, because...
The fleet is lost!
Oh, we lost. Apparently the Spanish trade ships are better than our trade ships. Okay. Maybe we should have fought that one, but I just thought it's not really worth it for 2 trade ships, is it? But I thought they would just be a draw and they'd just push away, but no, apparently not. Nelson will rectify that next time. It's okay. Okay, this time we've got a 38 gun frigate against a damaged merchantman. We will retreat on this one. We will abandon the T. There's no way he managed to come all the way down there and still have movement space for that. Oh, I'm not even going to bother. Not even going to bother fighting that one. That's annoying. There's no way he should have the movement speed to do all that. He's dead. Do you know what they've done? They've just knocked out our 2T exports. What do they think's going to happen when you upset the British by removing RT? It's going to be absolute total war. Alright, intellectual advance. National census has been created. Yay! Good stuff. You may also notice there's a big Spanish army sitting off our border as well. Fleet destroyed, as we know. Another fleet destroyed. When I say fleet, this is one ship. But 74-gun third rate has been deployed into the English Channel. And an 80-gun third rate has been deployed in the Strait of Gibraltar. Nice. Right. Nelson, sail down here. We do actually have a third-rate ship here, so I could perhaps push that on. Oh, it's a beautiful one. Let's have a look. Wow, diamonds. Look at that. What a beautiful looking ship. Love that. Right. Or I might as well try leave. Wait till Nelson gets here. Might wait till Nelson gets here. Right. So, you march over there. I've got this large Spanish country, but they're on the highland, you see. So I'm wondering whether or not to let them come to us, or should we go up to them? Should we? Let's go. Right. Let's get those troops in Gibraltar just to hold that. I don't like it leaving it empty. Right, we're both on the high ground now. We do have reinforcements because of those 2 units. They've got a lot more guns than us, and they've got 12 pounders. We've got 6 pounders. They've got line cavalry. Ooh, reliable, sturdy, fast. Fine cavalry are good all-round mounted unit. That's a little bit worrying. Jose Joaquin de Arredondo. Yeah, we'll just call him Jose. And they've got line infantry and some militia. That is quite a tough army, but we've got pretty tough army as well. It's actually quite, apart from the guns, it's quite equal. Okay, let's go. Cannons open up when we've got cavalry. 2 cannons on this side. They're all moving, and you got cavalry and cannons. Okay. Oh, their cavalry unit just took a bit of damage. Wow. Yeah, they just took a bit of damage, didn't they? Crikey Moses. That was some good shooting there. Right, and they do seem to be trying to outflank us over here.
Estado Mayor, señor. Manténganse firmes.
Okay, a little bit of time later, the general's is running away. The general is running away. You cowards! Good. So with their general having run, we're moving troops down, and I'm going to fit the guns in here. They're moving slowly down. These units taking a bit of a punishment, but the trees are doing a good job at holding a lot of the damage away. Now these guys are attacking. Oh, there's cavalry in the woods as well. And the cavalry are charging. Okay. Form square. Get their cavalry. Now they are line cavalry, so right. Let's bring them back. They've seen off the cavalry. You guys can form line.
Sir, your general has been killed.
Oh, what?
This is a black day. Break off!
Oh, bloody hell, the cannon got him. Right, let's bring the guns there. That was a hell of a shot. Oh well, I can't. That was a waste of £1,400, wasn't it? Never mind. He didn't last long. I suppose that's the way sometimes. Let's move those troops up.
Infantry.
And we've got some where are they then? Yeah, coming in over. Cavalry unit. Okay, that's nice. We'll grab them in a second once we allowed control. There we go. Right, you march up to these dragoons then, and then I think we will attack the guns. Three units of cavalry. We'll attack with 3 units of cavalry this way, and we'll attack with 2 units of cavalry this way, and we'll see if we can clear out those. We've got these guns who have been sort of being fired upon. I might send a couple of units of troops into that wood to try and flush them out, maybe. Right, let's deploy these guns. Where is the general then? Probably one of these ones, isn't he? Yeah, you can see the cannon shot came through there. Right, you may fire when ready. So neither of us has a general now. Ours has been killed, theirs ran away. At least ours has got a bit of pride with dying on the job. Get you guys there. We've got another unit over here. March over there. Yeah, let's bring them around the back. Right, that's encouraged their troops to move forward. Right, these guns should be opening up now. Who are you firing at? Not quite sure. Oh, that cavalry's charging. Okay. Get those two cavalries to engage there. Engage. Right, we have the superior numbers. They're broken. Right, straight onto the gun. Here comes the cavalry. Oh, look at that. Wow. Lost a few troops there. The gun's gone. Cavalry's attacking. How are these guys doing? They're doing okay. That gun's gone. Right, you charge on. Hit this gun. And with their cavalry and guns gone, we're in the ascendancy. Good. Right, they're dead. Hit these guys from the side. We'll start attacking the flanks in mass. Oh, they've got a gun over there, actually.
Infantry.
They're thinking, uh-oh. One away. Right. Let them go. Bring the cavalry back. Right. You move over there because you're slightly low on numbers. And once they're out of the range, you can go and finish these guys off. Right, this unit, move up. I'm going to get them to fire on that gun, get those guns quietened down. And then we just, as you can see, now that they've lost their cavalry, their troops are bunching up. So we can pour on the pain with the guns. These are only provincial militia, so they shouldn't put too much of a fight. No. There we go. They're gone. They did kill a couple of horses, though. Alright, switch to canister shot. Canister shot. These two units of troops. March back.
Orders. Battery reporting.
Fire at whoever you want. No? Do you want me to give you a command? Okay. Fire at them. Ah, there you go. Okay. They're a bit shy. They didn't want to attack for some reason. I'm not quite sure why not. For the ones right in front of you.
Artillery reporting.
You engage them. They're engaging those line infantry there. Good. They're broken. Good. Oh, the cavalry's gone in for them. Okay. Ceasefire. Ceasefire. March over here. Right, just let the cannons and the fire. We got the greater guns, so just let them have a pot shot, whittle their numbers down, and we got the cavalry on the back, which will try and collect them up afterwards. Alright, we'll split these two up, see which one they want to go for. Okay.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest awhile.
They're not going to have time to form square. Right, good. Get these guys running. Get out of the way, just in case the cannon don't shoot you. Right, they've got a gun making a run for it. Try and get them there. Meanwhile, these guys have decided to try and attack our cavalry. Just try and make them all break, and then we can mop them up. Cavalry's taking a bit of a pummeling, but... Oh, they're formed square. No, don't charge that. Sorry, I didn't see them. Get out of there. They are running, but let's let them split. Continue the battle. I want to finish these troops off. Right, guns. Ceasefire. Cavalry, stop mopping up. Right. Has every cavalry group got something to attack? Right. I think that is largely a good battle. We've lost our general. Troops scattered everywhere. What have we got in there? Can they close on him? Run over there, see if you can. But they're very close to the edge of the battlefield anyway, so they might get away. Let's just try and whittle their numbers down as much as possible. So maybe this is the time that we push on and push to Madrid. But I suspect there's another large army in Madrid. But we can't wait too long.
Strength and honor.
And there we have it. A decisive victory. George Townsend Walker. His first and last battle. He lost 279 troops, including his own life. Jose marched in with 1,590 troops. 98 remain. And they managed to walk off because the general's still alive. He fled like a coward, didn't he? And they're going to seek sanctuary in the port of Cadiz.
Forwards!
And we honour the memory of the heroic death of George Townsend, who was hit by a cannonball sitting on his horse. This noble general has died bravely whilst directing his forces in battle. Weaken your cause considerably by his loss. I know. We could, of course, get another general, because we do have enough money to buy another general. Another George. De Drieberg. George, are you going to promise not to die on us? Oh, another 2 turns. Okay. There may be another option. Right.
Ready and awaiting orders.
I might bring them back, just so we can get some troops replenished. Let's kick out some of these fencibles. Oh, it's just one unit needs to be kicked out. Okay.
Anything more?
Right, they are recuperating. This unit, I'll march over here. Keep them company. We've got a couple of units over there now. Good. So what I might do is send a small task force to go and clear that up while we send the main force over to Spain. Obviously we're building the army up here as well. Yeah, I guess where does the road go? The road goes down here. Oh, so we can go either way. I can see Pamplona region is not heavily defended. And if we take Pamplona, we should also, I think... Let me just check from... I see this one, isn't it? Oh no, that's Madrid. I thought if we took Pamplona, we'd have the northern port, but we don't. That's still Madrid. Okay. Okay. Well, I think Pamplona is... We can see it's not high force rate, so we'll probably go and take that one. Although we could take the this harbour away from Spain if we attack that. Either way, here we have guns, some horse. That is looking okay. We'll march them down to the road there. And what I'll spare is a couple of units of horse. Some fencibles, because basically that's what majority of it is. Yeah, let's march them on. And then we'll get some recruitment done here. We've got 2 units of foot coming out. I'll get another unit of cavalry.
More orders.
So they'll be out next time. We should be okay. Good. And this unit is going to send on to attack. Oh, actually, could we get a general here? Oh no, another 2 turns. Oh, I thought it was maybe per region, but it's actually totally, so that's fine. So that unit's going to attack Pamplona. That will maybe divert Spain's... I know there's going to be another army in Madrid towards Pamplona to defend that. Meantime, we can march this one up into Madrid and capture her that way. That's the plan anyway. Right, we've got a trade ship in that port there, blocking that, which is nice. Nelson is sailing this way to attack those Spanish ships. They are Portuguese ships, so they're not going to chance attacking them. This part of the Mediterranean is kind of covered off by us. Oh, there is... Can you... I doubt he can force that ship out, can he? No. If I pop you there...
Orders. Weigh anchor.
Can we do a bit of a shore boarding? Yeah, we can.
Ship's orders, Captain.
No, he can't. He needs to board in a port, does he? Rubbish. Okay.
Officer on deck. Run out the gun.
Alright, let's go and block that port.
My eyes are yours.
Let's go and infiltrate it.
Investigating target.
He's in. What's in there? It's a 38 gun frigate. That's all the French seem to be able to afford at the moment. Ulysses Turpin. Interested in spying. 5% chance of turn to spawn a spy. Oh, okay. That would be useful. Nice. One thing we did do is finish our census, didn't we? Here in New Orleans. So they've moved on to public schools. Which, what does that grant us? Court of Justice. Okay, that's okay. Is there anything else more pressing we need? Mass mobilization. -4 recruitment costs for the infantry across all regions. -8 recruitment costs for the military across, or militia, sorry, across all regions. Enables inspire unit ability. Enables building of a drill school. Or we can get Highland foot soldiers. And the 42nd Black Watch. Nice. What's this one? This is Top Gallants. This is 10% increase of speed in battle for ships for Top Gallants. 10% increase in movement range. Ooh, that's quite good. I like that. Can you go to do that one instead? Yes. Forget about public schools for the moment. Let's get some improvements to our navy. For defo. Right. I did notice, where was it? The roads here are pretty shocking. Oh, they're under repair. That's why they're under. That's fine then. Yeah, nothing to worry about. That's all in hand. Let's have a look here. Their roads have been created a bit better. This is all looking good. We got a ship here, didn't we? That third rate. Oh god, if I can click the right thing. Let's pop that into the fleet then. There we go. He's got a bit of firepower in his fleet now, which is good. So the home fleet is looking pretty good. I know that's kind of just defending our territory, but Nelson can sweep up this guy next time. And we'll probably pick this up next time. So lots of movements are afoot. The Spanish have knocked out a couple of our trading of tea, which is, you can imagine, the turmoil back home. And here is that Spanish frigate and merchant ship, I think it was, wasn't it? Nelson's going to sail and finish those two off. I think we may be able to capture that merchant ship. But if not, let's see if we can build a couple of more merchant ships, shall we? And send them down. Let's get a merchant ship from there, and maybe... That's doing well, that's doing well. What about this one? Glasgow trading point. Let's get a ship built from there. We'll send them down to do some trading as well. Get those tea back to Blighty, which should be good. So as I say, Nelson's going to go and try and finish off that and get rid of the Spanish fleet. And then we're going to try and blockade some of these Spanish ports to stop them raiding our lands. We've got a merchantman blockading this port at the moment. Not, I guess, the best use of it, but it's effective for the moment. And we're going to see if we can get this ship out of here so we can get this port of Marseille captured, or at least get our guy on board. That's going to stop them trading from that port. Marseille is kind of sitting there. I think they're running out of cash. Toulouse is recruiting troops. We've got this army moving down here which will attack Navarra next time. This hopefully will divert Spain's attention, maybe send some troops up there, by which time I hope to finish this army off and march from the south up to Spain, up to Madrid, and hopefully we have enough to take them back. And then we've just got to worry about the Balearic Islands and Barcelona, which Balearic Islands are probably going to be the one we need to watch. But we can blockade that by blocking the port, and that should sort of render them largely useless, I should imagine. But we'll see. Lots of work to do, and that's all going to come next time. So thanks so much, ever so much for your attention and watching this video. Much appreciated. I hope you're enjoying it, and join me next time for the further campaign progress. I'll see you then. Bye bye.